Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today, finally, it seems after an eternity of waiting, we have the next stage of Extreme Super Battle Road available in the game. Stage 68, Miraculous Awakening. So we still need 2 more stages to finish out this set, because they come in sets of 10. And then finally, when we get a third one released after today, right? So we've got this one. We need 2 more to round out the set. Then the third one will be the beginning of a new set of 10, which will not only bring a new reward that we'll slowly get by doing each of the 10 stages, but the most important thing will bring the update to the shop for the Extreme Super Battle Road reward, which when it gets updated should then have extra stamina, maximum stamina items, and we will finally be able to break the cap and get over 400 stamina. So we're going to go ahead and jump in and do the no items run here. Obviously, you know, we've discussed this many times now as the last few ESBR and normal SBR stages have come out. This event is definitely not what it once was. Back in the day, of course, the Super Battle Road King rivalry with Truth, a couple of other contenders stepping up and ultimately being defeated on the route to the crown. It was all fun and all fun and games. You know, I joke about it even now, but obviously none of it was super serious, but it was all good fun. But of course now these events are nowhere near as difficult as they used to be, right? And the fact that even if you are like the average player, or like if you're a newer player, someone who's only started within the last year or so, these stages can still have a little bit of difficulty to them. But since a lot of people really don't care about doing no item runs, and the event is probably the only event in the game, is it still, that allows you to bring 4 different items. And considering that Extreme Super Battle Road with the categories, because obviously back in the original stages, same with the OG Super Battle Road, the original stages that are versus like Super Tech and then versus Extreme Tech, they have 4 fights in them. The category stages all only have 3. So that means that you have 8 items for 3 fights. Which can make things considerably easy, because unless you get like a really bad starting rotation, it means you can use an item like a Whis or an Icarus that gives you 2 turns of damage reduction. You can use one of those on the first turn of all 3 fights, and that gives you 2 turns where you have extra damage reduction to get your characters to build up or do whatever it is they need to do, fix up your rotations, especially in the first fight. And then yeah, depending what other item you bring, you can very easily set yourself up for like an easy victory in these stages now. So this first fight is only against Final Form Frieza. He's got a decent amount of HP at least. Obviously Beast being hit first means he's able to hit a little bit harder. UI Goku doing some okay damage. That's something at least. I don't know if this is an event that really ever gets looked at much in terms of like fine-tuning, because it does seem like over the years with the stages that we've gotten, sometimes it does seem like some stages are harder than others, and when we get a category that is really limited, that stage does feel like a little bit easier. So I don't know what kind of look or work they would have put into this one specifically. Miraculous Awakening is a really good category, so obviously if the enemies are a little bit buffed in this one, that would actually be quite fun. But realistically, the last few stages that have released have all been like one and done like runs. Obviously Super Saiyan 3 Goku in slot 1's not ideal with his pre-super defense, but him coming in clutch with the dodge is obviously exactly what we want in this scenario. In fact, he dodged every attack of the turn, so you take those. And then yeah, we've got Bardock on the team, obviously the free-to-play LR Bardock from the quest mode. Well, technically the actual unit comes from the shop, right? But from the quest mode, he's definitely very good here for the team, providing super class with the support. The additionals lowering attack is obviously helpful as well. So yeah, very solid performance from him. He has guard for the first few turns, which is good in these shorter fights, because obviously ESBR, well, we talked about it, you know, when that event first came out, but like Battle Hardened Formidable Foes is kind of like the next evolution of ESBR, right? Because it's multiple fights that last for a shorter time rather than one long fight that can go for like 15 turns. And it's events like that where characters like Bardock's passives are really useful, where he has guard for only a certain number of turns. You're usually going to have that throughout the entirety of the fight. in each of these 3 fights, right? So now if Vegeta can not be the Prince of all normals here, he might be able to kill Frieza, but no, he was unable to do that. Alright, I mean, we got Beast slot 1. I mean, like this, Beast Gohan is going to absolutely destroy these stages for a couple of different reasons, right? Turn 1, he's obviously very, very powerful defensively. And then as soon as he's taken a hit, it just means that the next time he comes around, we can do this, which we don't even really need to. We can do his active skill, and then that gives him crazy defense as well as the extra like damage reduction and everything. Oh, sorry, the target ability all being on him gives him the extra defense. So yeah, this is just an easy GG here. Put him in the middle so he can get some more hits come his way if UI Goku doesn't finish off Frieza. But yeah, I mean, he'll just eat this. Yeah, 116 damage is what it is, and then 18 million for UI Goku. UI Goku obviously really, really good for this as well, because turn 1 he has a 100% chance to dodge, so by having him on the same rotation as a Beast Gohan, UI Goku can basically never get us killed in these ESBR fights, because turn 1 Gohan obviously tanks, Goku 100% dodges, and then when they both come back on turn 3, Beast Gohan uses his active skill, and so then Goku can't get hit on that turn either. So the earliest turn Goku would be able to get hit is turn 5, which is not a turn that we are usually going to see. Now this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, because obviously we have multiple enemies, which has always been the big thing for Super Battle Road, right? Because obviously the more enemies there are, the more likely you are to get super attacked, right? Because we could forget the worst RNG. I mean, we could just be getting super attacked 5 times on this turn, right? So we want to target the type advantage where we can, target the little ones here, get rid of the Cell Juniors if we can. Beast Gohan in slot 1 obviously should be fine, even if he does get super attacked. He might take some damage, well, 3,000. The good thing about the multiple enemies fights though in the Super Battle Road is the more enemies there are, the less HP each one of them has. So obviously Frieza had quite a lot of health, but these guys aren't going to all have the same amount of health as Frieza, right? So hopefully we should be able to get rid of at least one of them in this first turn. Because yeah, Beast Gohan, if he gets the extra additional, there we go. Beast Gohan should finish off this guy. Super Saiyan 3 Goku might not take out the STR one all by himself. It depends whether he does get any additionals or not. And then obviously Bardock at the end, like, it depends how many attacks he does. I think I targeted him on the physical one in case the physical one survived though, so his attacks are all going to be on Cell. Which will be helpful because obviously any additionals will lower his attack. Goku not quite finishing off the STR Cell Jr., but his post-super defense obviously good. He's got that dodge chance, so yeah, he's fine there. And then Bardock is being attacked by the Tech Cell Jr., but he does have guard for the first few turns, as we were saying, right? And that's of course refreshed because we're in a new fight. So Bardock can get some additionals here on Cell and lower his attack, which is obviously very helpful. Post-super defense is solid as it is anyway. LR Bardock is very, very good, especially considering he's a free-to-play card, right? So, yeah, tank the normals for double digits. Obviously, his attack lowered Cell anyway. And then, of course, the Tech Cell Jr. does the super, but fortunately we have guard regardless, so take 85 damage. I think we can handle that, don't you? So, we'll do this. Let Beast tank in slot 1 again. Might as well have him... Let's have him attack you, because he'll kill the Cell Jr. with his first attack. Then he'll get some additionals on Int Cell. So let's get you to attack you. And then... I guess get Vegeta to try and finish off Cell. Although we don't get a lot of orbs here, annoyingly. So, just do this. I mean, Vegeta actually could be a liability at the end, considering he's potentially not going to get a lot of attacks off here. So if he gets supered at the end, he could take some damage, especially from the AGL Cell Jr. But Beast Gohan obviously going to finish off that guy and then get some attacks in on Cell. So I think we should be okay here. Obviously, like I say, Vegeta could be a liability at the end, but get our attacks off. The friend is, of course, Rainbow. Gets the hidden potential additional in here as well. Gonna get crit as well. Nice, crit for good measure. Alright, so we're in a pretty good spot here in terms of damage to that cell. Goku, I guess, needs to get the 4 additionals turn, right, if he's going to take this guy out by himself. Wow, he did no additionals. Great. Gets supered by Cell, which of course he dodges because it's turn 1. Love to see that. That's where he just comes in clutch, right, for these, because guaranteed dodge on that first turn. So, just super, super helpful. And then, yeah, we get the Blue Evolution and UI Goku super attack. That's enough to take out Cell. Hey, he actually got the additional super. Let's go. If he crits, he might take him out here, actually. Nice. There you go. That's what we like to see. All right. Well. Okay. So, I mean, we don't even need to active here. I mean, I guess we could if we just to make sure that Gohan actually does get hit first and gets to do some extra damage, because we could do this. Let Goku go first, then chances are, unless he gets crits and additionals, he's not killing that guy. But then the Tech Cell Jr. attacks Beast Gohan, he gets buffed, and then he claps back and kills him. So, yeah, all in all, pretty good. Because that's the thing, Beast Gohan is still good in these shorter events, right? It's only once the event has gone on for a while that he can lose some of his defensive capability and potentially get caught. So in these fights, it's like turn 1, he's pretty much always going to be fine. And then next turn he has his active skill ready, which gives him a ton more defense. So of course he's going to be fine then as well. And then at that point, the next time he's back on rotation is turn 5, and you've either won by then, or that's the turn where you are going to win, right? So definitely works very well. As soon as because I'd forgotten, because obviously these do come out like in the certain order of the categories, right? They match the order of the normal Super Battle Road. I'd forgotten that Miraculous Awakening was the next one, and then as soon as we realised that it was like, oh, Beast Gohan team, well, there you go. GG easy, right? So here, for example, we could do this, because this 100% guarantees that no matter what happens, because I think Bardock would be fine, but let's say worst case scenario, every single one of them super attacks in slot 3. That could be kind of awkward, except if we do it this way around, it doesn't matter, because if every single one of them super attacks in slot 3, Goku's just going to dodge every single attack anyway. So we'll go ahead and do that, and yeah, we should be all good here for this setup for the final fight. And even if we do end up losing, well, I mean, we're not going to lose any HP. Beast Gohan's not going to take damage. Goku literally can't take damage. I was going to say, because with the Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the team, if you do lose a big chunk of health, like in turn 1, he could then just instantly Great Ape, and then not only do you get to do some free damage, cancel out the supers for that turn as well, which will be very, very effective. But obviously we just haven't even needed to do that, because we had the starting rotation was a bit iffy, because we had both the Beast Gohans and UI Goku, who were kind of like all our defensive units. But fortunately, having type advantage, the next rotation, having the Goku and Bardock there for Frieza was fine. And now that we have a Beast Gohan on every rotation, like, we just don't need to worry now. Get some extra attacks off here, get some attack lowering. These guys have a decent pool of health between them, it seems, because there are 3 of them. So obviously they've got more health than the Cell and Cell Juniors individually in that fight. But yeah, we don't need to really worry here, because again, like, next turn we're not going to have UI, but Beast Gohan's going to have his active skill, so Bardock could potentially just go in slot 1, and then yeah, we're going to be all good regardless, right? It's kind of funny to think that like Blue Evolution Vegeta is essentially always going to be the unit on rotation that is the liability, but I guess it is what it is. If we can get him in a good slot, because we'll put Beast Gohan in slot 1 on the next turn, obviously, but if we get a good amount of orbs, if we can grab like the maximum amount of orbs for Vegeta, if we put him in slot 2 instead of 1, then 3, then maybe I will. Although, yeah, see, now that we see the rotation, don't really want to put him in front of all of those attacks, including the AGL ones. So let's go ahead and there's 8 orbs there. You don't really need ki, so we'll do that. Beast Gohan getting hit first gives everybody extra ki anyway. So then if we do that and do that, so it's 6 orbs. So should be good here. Beast gets hit, and of course double beast means literally Beast Gohan active skills on turn 3 and 4. So, yeah, pretty set up here, this team, for the shorter events. Beast is an absolute god. Like, first turn, tanks, second turn, active skill. UI Goku, first turn, dodges everything. Like, very, very easy to get yourself set up so that the first like 2 turns, you're not really going to take any damage outside of a stray super on like your slot 3 unit or something, right? So, Miraculous Awakening, very, very good, very easy run. I guess it depends. Like, the category on the whole isn't the craziest, but it does have a lot of really solid units on it, right? So, let me know how you guys got on, of course. Let me know what team build you used down below in the comment section if you didn't use Double Beast. I do like to try whenever possible to use Heroes units, or like if possible use a full Heroes team, depending on whether the category allows. Like obviously things like Time Travelers is an easy one. In terms of this one, I did double check, and the only Miraculous Awakening Heroes characters are God Trunks and the blue Berserk controlled Vegeta. And unfortunately, both of them do rely heavily on being run on a team with a bunch of other Heroes characters. So, can't really just like splash one of them in here and hope for the best. So I was really hoping that God Trunks' Easy A was going to make his passive like Realm of Gods allies as well as Heroes, because then we could have had some interesting combos for like other teams. But sadly, that was not the case. But anyway, as we say, we can go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get rid of you, and then potentially we'll get any additionals will be onto Jiren, and that will lower his attack. Beast Gohan can finish off you, and then obviously potentially get any additionals, and then all of the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's attacks will be on Jiren. Although, yeah, we're going to get the Dokkan attack now as well, actually. So, LR Bardock 18 key super, well, full 24 key super, just over 10 mil. Dokkan attack here. Obviously, he only gets the double 170 leads from Beast Gohan. LR Bardock has a few 200% leaders and no 220. I mention it all the time because I love this Bardock unit. You guys know I love Bardock anyway as it is, right? This guy, I can't wait for him to get a 220% leader and then see what his numbers are and everything, because he should be really good. But yeah, his Dokkan attack takes out Toppo. Doesn't quite finish off this bow, but then the additional does the job there. And then we get that extra additional to deal some damage to Jiren and lower his attack. Not a lot of damage because we've got type disadvantage, but it is what it is. The attack lowering is obviously helpful. I mean, not that it matters too much on this turn, right, with the Beast active ready to go. Well, in play already. So, Beast Gohan, decent little bit of damage. Get the additional off. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in slot 3 at least has type advantage as well, so he might do a decent-ish chunk of damage. And then, I mean, I think we are basically on full HP already anyway, right? Yeah, 99%. So the Dokkan attack heals us to full at the end of the turn, and then literally next turn is just Beast Gohan active again for the W. So Beast Gohan, absolutely the MVP. If you don't have Beast Gohan, obviously you want to be using Beast Gohan as a friend at the very least. Let's have a look. Who are the other Miraculous Awakening leaders? Miraculous Awakening Dokkan. Let's have a look. Because yeah, Beast Gohan obviously the go-to. I mean, we could go ahead and will it kill him? It'd be a very cinematic ending. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, the only other leader is UI Goku, who really you should be using on the team anyway if you've got him. So yeah, definitely a solid setup. Gonna pay. That's right. Punch Jiren in the face. Big crit. Let's finish him off. No, he does have a lot of health. Alright, so go ahead and use Beast Gohan's active.
Is that all you've got?
And then we'll let UI go in here first, I guess. See if we can still get the cannon ending, as it were. And then just grab those for you. But yeah, there's no way Jiren survives the turn. He can't really do anything here. If he survives UI Goku, he's not going to do damage to Beast Gohan on the active skill turn. Even with... Was this my one or the friend one? Because my Beast Gohan is only 69%. But even then, on the active skill turn, he's going to be all good. In fact, UI Goku, the additionals obviously are guaranteed crits. So... Ooh, he didn't get the super, he got the normal. Jiren surviving. Look at that, his health bar is barely visible. And then he tries last-ditch effort attempt from Jiren. Super attacks Beast Gohan. Does double-digit damage on the active skill turn. And then in comes Beast Gohan to finish him off. So there you go. That is Miraculous Awakening Extreme Super Battle Road. Beaten with no items. I mean, you guys saw literally from the intro on the new stage. Just a one and done. This team, very, very good. Very effective, obviously. Double Beast Gohan with UI on the team. Like, just so good for these shorter events. Like, just you've got these couple of units on your team that are absolute defensive powerhouses. And then you just allows you to get everything else set up. And there we go. So that is the run done. No items. We can go ahead and grab our mission reward here for beating the stage. These are the items I was talking about, right? The shop for these things. You can see I've been saving them because the only other things in the shop at the moment that you get with those are it's just Kai's, right? Let's just bring it up here quickly at the end just to double check, because the normal Super Battle Road shop doesn't really ever have anything like that great in it, right? So it's normally just these Kai's. So I get whichever ones I have the least of whenever we get some more of these. But as you can see, like, there's some stickers available. Not really too bothered about those. And then, yeah, Kai's. I'm not in a position where I desperately need Kai's. I want to make sure that when the shop gets updated for the next time and they add those stamina, and I think they had box space ones as well, I can just go ahead and grab them all straight away. So, but yeah, let me know how you guys got on with Miraculous Awakening Extreme Super Battle Road. Whether you used items or not, let me know what team build you used down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.